All right, so we're going to talk about multiplying monomials. So first thing we're going to do is expand them and figure out how to simplify it to figure out the pattern. And then we're going to write the rule, and then we're going to use some examples with the rule. Okay, so this first example, it was 4 to the 3rd times 4 to the 5th. And then we put it into groups like that accordingly. So we're going to do that with 7 to the 3rd. So in parentheses, we're going to write 7 times itself 3 times 7 squared. So 7 times itself twice. And then how many times do we see 7? Well, we see 7 5 times. So we're going to simplify it as 7 to the 5th, right? So we took the expanded version on the left, wrote it out, and then counted up how many times we saw each thing. So we're going to do that one more time with -15. So -15 twice times itself 6 times. Sorry, I have the hiccups. Now I'm just writing parentheses because I don't know why. -15. So how many times do we see -15? I see -15 6 times plus 2 is 8 times. All right, I want you to try the next two. Try the next two on your own and see if you can come up with a pattern for the property. All right, so hopefully you got b to the 7th. Do you think I can combine the 5 and the 3 together? No, right? Because they're not the same base. So we just leave it as 5 to the 3rd times 3 squared. So what do you think this property means? What did you notice? We had 7 to the 3rd and 7 squared, and it became 7 5th. Or we had 4 to the 3rd and 4 to the 5th, and it became 4 to the 8th. What are you noticing about that pattern? Well, hopefully you're thinking things with the same base, a or a number, all we do is take that base and we add up our exponents. We add our m and our n together. Sorry, I have really bad hiccups right now. All right. We're going to simplify each expression using our property. As long as we have the same base, we just simply add up the numerator. So I'm going to show some work here. So we have 4 as the base, and then we do 11 plus 6, which 11 plus 6 is 17, right? So now we have something that's a little bit more complicated, right? And number 2, we have coefficients out front. So because of this multiplication symbol, we have to multiply them. What is 2 times 5? 2 times 5 is 10. And then we have a to the 3rd plus the 2nd. So 3 plus 2. So we have 10 a to the 5th. All right. Number 3, there's nothing any different except we have C and D, right, together. What else we need to remember, if there's no exponent written, it's a 1, okay? So put your C's together and your D's together because it has to have the same base. Have to have the same base, okay? So I want you to try 3 and 4 on your own. Try 3 and 4 on your own right now. Hopefully when you tried C on your own, you got 1 plus 3, which was C to the 4th, and D is 6 plus 1, which is 7. And then 4 was kind of tricky because there's 2 x's, but only 1 y. So it should have been 8 x to the 4th, y to the 6th, right? Okay. And we know to multiply because it had that little dot here. But 5 doesn't have the dot, but you still multiply. Okay. So try 5 and 6. Try 5 and 6 on your own. Just be careful because if there's not 2 letters in the same thing, you still just combine the letters. I don't know if that helped, but try 5 and 6. All right, so hopefully you got -3, m to the 5th, p to the 10th, and -6. Oh, I missed the 3. -6, x to the 4th, y to the 7th. Okay, let me know in class if you have any questions.